Hi, everyone. Oops, I forgot to adjust my microphone and bring it closer to me. And welcome. We're ready for our midweek tuning here to brighten the week and raise our voltage. There's a lot going on. It's a summer evening in my community here, and you can hear background noises of dogs and mowers, and I have no control over it. And we're going to count that as part of our energy, the noise and sound waves that are needed to clear what we're working on today. And so what we are working on is about harmonizing our feelings of being caught between wanting to have, when we have the feelings of wanting to take control or have control over people or situations in our life, or seeking inner growth instead of that. Those are the moon energies this week. And that's what I've decided to do for this Wednesday weekly session, is to use the moon energies of each week, because we're all experiencing them. And we'll also, that way we'll be able to tap into what's current, and there'll be the energies that we're all dealing with too, since the universe brings, the sky clock brings all those energies to us for our highest spiritual good. So we can learn to receive the things as good and learn to work with those energies of the sky clock instead of against them. And so this week is about harmonizing our feelings of, if we're feeling caught between wanting to have control over people and situations in our lives and seeking our inner growth. Something old must release for the stronger, helpful feelings and actions to emerge. So it's not about rushing. It's about choosing with precision. It's about tuning in to your own spirit, to your own inner being, and listening to your spirit, your soul, your heart, to try to calm your mind from that fight or flight reaction, which causes the reaction of trying to control things or situations around us. And so it's about choosing with precision what we really want. So listening to our spirit so we can make that choice. So when you can listen, it's about what have we outgrown and what must be faced to move forward. And so those are the energies we'll work with tonight. So if you would start with taking some deep belly breaths, 2 or 3, and releasing them loudly through your mouth to make a noise to help energy clear from your body. And then after that, when you inhale, then you can exhale through your mouth if you're feeling calm. Just going to tune into the energies of the moon and the sky, the rest of the sky clock tonight, and into the collective energy of everyone who listens here. And I certainly feel a mix of energies. I feel some frustration, and that can come. The frustration is often something that comes first, and then that reaction of wanting to control what's happening around us. Definitely feeling resistance. Yeah, more frustration. Maybe many of you were perhaps feeling frustrated with Mercury retrograde feelings, or just the energies of today and the things you're trying to get done. And I don't know about you, but time sure seems to go so fast. And it has for months now, and I hear that it will get faster. And it's like things I just can't get done. All that I had planned to get done or wanted to get done for each day. And often it leaves things with the feeling of frustration. I have to leave, and go do something else and not finish what I'm working on. And to be able to receive it all with outstretched arms and with open heart, to know those energies are here for our highest spiritual good. And that's what we're here for in our lives. One of the things we're here for is to learn to quiet that fight or flight reaction, to feel our feelings, and then choose how we want to react. Remember, if you have yawning, burping, hiccuping, coughing, that's all energy clearing. If you feel wiggly or fidgety, just go ahead and wiggle and fidget. Let your body do what it needs to do to clear the energy. It's like so often we hold back our voice when we need to express something. We hold back our body too. Many times we're not even listening to our body and not allowing it to express the way we want to express. So please do. Please listen. Please allow. Oh, yeah, 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 The O sound that Spirit gives me that comes out, it signals to me that we're been working in solar plexus energy. And in the biofield, that's anger. on the right-hand side and powerlessness on the left-hand side. And often our reactions of whether it's sadness or frustration, disappointment, what I was feeling before the frustration often leads us then to feeling powerless to change those things. And we have the power, we always have the power to calm our mind and listen to our spirit and choose what we want to do. That's our true power, is in listening to our inner guidance and the insight that only intuition from the divine can give us, the divine we're made of. Tapping into sky clock energies and saying, hey, what can I do to work with you instead of against you? Okay, a change is coming here in the field. Going deeper into the energy. Finding that spot of pain, of powerlessness, of sadness, whatever it is that each of you might have been dwelling in this week and or are now, of whatever resistance it takes the role of. For those of you listening, I've been thinking of moving this an hour later to start at 7 Central Time instead of 6. Is that still workable for you? If you could drop me a note in the chat, please let me know. Energy clearing.
He's doing so much more than
Sorry, a little interruption. We'll just go on. Usually during a podcast, I use my headset, but I can't do that when I'm using tuning forks because I have to cut out the background noise, or the headset then cuts out the tuning fork sound. Digging in deeper to that feeling of resistance, the frustration and powerlessness. And it's often that powerlessness then that we want to take that power back by controlling whatever it is that's making us feel powerless. I'm going to stop here for a little bit, and I'm going to use weighted fork. I'm going to use the Fibonacci sequence here. So you won't hear a tone. Chances are you might hear me clicking them on the heel of my shoe. And we're just going to place these into the spot in our body or biofield where we're working with that powerlessness feeling. And bring calm. Bring back the self-control, right, of controlling our own actions by quieting our mind and listening to spirit. Solar plexus is also about self-esteem, and when we can learn to squelch that resistance, when we can learn to tap into our spirit and make our choices, our self-esteem rises, and we feel better about ourselves and knowing we did the best thing, making the best choices, and receiving as with harmony as for our highest good what comes our way. But oh, so hard it is, right? So as I work, I'm just sending each of you in your life, the rest of the week ahead, just sending ahead the energy also that you'll need to be able to drop into the calm and make those good choices for the rest of the week. These forks are the vibration of the sacred spiral, and I feel that spiral movement in the energy around in clearing what we're clearing. this is the third eye we're working in. Hey, 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 I'm going to be the surrogate for all of us here, and I'm going to be placing the forks like this, and we're going to tune that tissue, the corpus callosum that connects the two hemispheres of your brain, because the fight or flight kind of scrambles the flow of energy there in the corpus callosum, and that's just part of the fight or flight. So that it's only when the hemispheres are working in harmony that we hear our spirit. So we're going to, like I said, I'll be the surrogate for each of you listening, and we'll tune this corpus callosum tissue. To bring peace and calm to each of our minds. Hitting that deep grounded energy of God, of Source. Thank you, thank you. Move the change sides of the fork here to again balance the vibration, the frequency on each side. I haven't been feeling powerlessness today as part of my emotional reactions. I have not. I've felt pretty much in power, I guess. But you can tell on my arms and fingers, I suppose, if you look. I've been helping a neighbor paint an outbuilding, so I was in busy mode. I was in do mode to get as much done as possible before it started raining again tonight, and so I'd have time to dry. And so it doesn't have to be negative things necessarily that cause that fight or flight, or that busyness reaction that causes the part of that chronic fight or flight that we often feel so much of in our lives. Chronic low-grade fight or flight. and the feeling of needing to control things around us. So now we're going to work on that. Now that we're balancing the control issue, we're going to work on choosing with precision then. Choosing to listen. And I'm not sure what we're clearing, but I'm just using these as spirit directs. I often end up, spirit directs me to use tambourines or maracas or other crystals. I have another pair of sticks also that are a little deeper sound. Hiccups, I call them energy hiccups, clearing through my body. Remember to do your deep breathing. Inhale through the nose. Hold it. When you get a lung full of air, then hold it for a count of 4 or 6. Whatever's kind of comfortable. Don't hold it too long. And exhale. Exhale slower than what you breathe in. Direct that feeling of needing control of something. Direct it to something very effective. Direct it toward controlling your breath and counting to be sure you're doing it as best you can. There's a lot of different breathing type patterns that are helpful, and you might look into those. One of them is inhale for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 6. But there's all sorts of things, so whatever feels right to you. And then I always find it helpful after you have exhaled to hold that no breath for another count before you inhale. It's as if the flow of energy that's exhaling, releasing from our body needs that time to clear, kind of like when they strike the tuning fork, and sometimes we'll wait until the tone of the tuning fork dies out, even though you on the other side of the camera there can't hear it even after that. But it's allowing energy to clear. And now, just thank the universe for finding and clearing those feelings of powerlessness, of frustration, of anger, of chronic low-grade fight or flight, of busyness, things that take us out of listening to our spirit. And from the corpus callosum here, we'll column it or clear a pathway out the top of our crown to connect us with the energy of the universe, the communication of the universe. And we'll column from the solar plexus that we've worked in today to again clear that communication portal with all the energy of the universe around us. And we'll column the backside of the solar plexus now also. The front side would be about giving support to yourself and others. The back side is about receiving support from yourself and others. And often it's easier to give than receive, right? Okay, I'm going to use a figure 8 here around your biofield, over your body, to again bring communication and coordination there. And then other strikes, once you hold an intention of your choice today, and I will amplify those intentions as I zip up our energies to protect each of us from negative energy and that we may encounter, and connect our ascending flow with the joy of those in the oneness. Just sending thanks to the universe for all these opportunities that don't always feel like opportunities to us, and for the sound waves that can bring healing, and for that connection with spirit that is always possible if we have the desire and make the choice to connect. Thank you all for joining me. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.